Hello students, இப்போ நம்ம 7th unit chemical kinetics பார்க்க போறோம். Page number 204. Okay, come to the chemical kinetics. Okay, introduction. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி thermodynamicsனா என்னன்னு தெரியணும். Thermo temperature, dynamics means movement. When you are heating the anything, that time what happened, the atoms or molecules or ions became free and it was started to movement. So that was explained by the topic thermodynamics. ஒரு பொருளை ஹீட் பண்ணும்போது அது மெல்ட் ஆகி அதில் இருக்க மாலிகுல்ஸ்லாம் மூவ் ஆகும். அதை பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறது தான் thermodynamics. Okay, that means the reaction is feasible or not. Okay, that was told by the thermodynamics. ஒரு ரியாக்ஷன் நடக்குமா நடக்காதா அப்படின்னு சொல்றது தான் thermodynamics. But it does not explaining the rate of the reaction. Okay, rate of the reaction means how that reaction was fast or slow. Okay, so thermodynamics was explaining the feasibility of the chemical reaction. Chemical reaction நடக்குமா நடக்காதான்னு சொல்லுமே தவிர it does not answer for the rate of the reaction. Rate of the reaction means it is nothing but it is a fast or slow. அதை பற்றி அது சொல்றது. So only the topic was coming chemical kinetics. This chemical kinetics, kinetics means movement. Okay, so எப்படி எவ்வளோ மூவ் ஆகும், ஃபாஸ்ட் ஆகுதா ஸ்லோ ஆகுதா during the reaction. So the rate of the reaction was explaining by the chemical kinetics. Mechanism is also explaining by the chemical kinetics. Mechanism means the many steps which involving in one reaction, that each and every step was explaining by the chemical kinetics. Some reactions are very fast, something it is completed in femtosecond. Okay, femtosecond is nothing but 1 by 10 power minus 17 seconds. That is ஒரு செகண்ட் 10 power minus 17 என்னது, sorry 10 power plus 17. Okay, 1 by 10 power 17, 1 by 10 power 17. Okay, that means ஒரு செகண்ட் 10 power 17 டைம்ஸ் டிவைட் பண்ணால் உனக்கு கிடைக்குமா, தட் இஸ் எ ஃபெம்டோசெகண்ட். அந்த செகண்டில் கூட ரியாக்ஷன்ஸ் நடக்கும். சம் ரியாக்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் வெரி ஸ்லோ, சம்டைம் இட் வாஸ் டேக்ஸ் பிளேஸ் இன் இயர்ஸ். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் எக்ஸ்பிளைனிங் பை த கெமிக்கல் கைனடிக்ஸ். எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. பேரியம் குளோரைடு reactants. Okay, it was added with dilute sulfuric acid. Just mix பண்ண you are getting the barium sulfate immediate உனக்கு கிடைச்சு. But in some reaction, take rusting, துருப்பிடிக்கிறது உடனே நடக்காது. It takes some many years. So chemical kinetics was explaining how fast the chemical reaction. So what happens in the chemical reaction during the initial and final stage, everything was explaining by the chemical kinetics. That word kinetic is we are getting from the Greek, that meaning is a movement. Okay, it is movement. So this paragraph is a definition for the chemical kinetics. So chemical kinetics is the study of the rate and the mechanism. Rate and sollu mechanism sollu of the chemical reaction proceeding under the given conditions of temperature, pressure and concentration. It is a definitions. Okay, then the study of chemical kinetics. So it was explaining the rate and the mechanism, everything was. Okay, so it is also explaining the conditions and the reactions நடக்கிறதுக்கு என்னென்ன conditions ன்னு சொல்லுது. So rate of the reaction, mechanism of the reaction and also the conditions of the reactions. Okay, then rate of, so if you know what is rate, rate means slow or fast, that is the speed of the reaction. Speed na udane fast நினைச்சுக்காத, அந்த reactions எப்படி நடக்கும், fast நடக்குமா ஸ்லோவா நடக்குமா, speed தான். Okay, so the rate of the chemical reaction. For example, take this reaction, A gives B. A is a reactants, B is a product. உனக்கு தெரியும் இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன்ல left side இருக்கிறது reactants, right side இருக்கிறது product. The time was T1 to T2. That time A is became A1, then A1 is became A2. And the mari. So the rate of the reaction means what are the changes takes place in the reactants divided by change in time. என்ன ஆகுது reactanceல நம்ம A1 A2 எடுத்துப்போம். So A2ல இருந்து A1. So A2 minus A1. இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்கொயர் பிராக்கெட் போட்டிருந்தாங்க. This is a concentration. A2 பக்கத்துல ஸ்கொயர் பிராக்கெட் வருதா? So concentration of A2 minus concentration of A1 divided by the time changes. T2 minus T1. புரியுதா? So இதுல A2ன்றது product, A1ன்றது reactants. Okay. So A1 A2 மாறுது. So change of concentration A2 minus A1. Square bracket concentration T2 minus. இது நம்ம delta எடுத்துக்கலாம். So delta A by delta T. So change of concentration in A divided by changes in the time. Here the minus was given. Why minus was given? When the time was increases, the reactants concentration was decreases. Time ஆக concentration of reactants decrease ஆகும். So only you are putting the minus. So the rate of the reaction rate is equal to minus delta A by delta T. Suppose if you are taking product எடுத்துக்கிறோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இப்போ product போது இங்க என்ன வரும்? B2 concentration minus B1 concentration. The minus does not come. Why? Product means when the time was increases, that time the product is also increases. அப்ப என்ன வராது? minus வராது. அப்ப என்ன வரும் நம்மளுக்கு? delta B concentration by delta T. இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கு difference தெரியுதா? Both are rate of the reaction equations. Here it was written by the reactants, it was written by the product. Here reactants means when the time was increases, the reactant or concentration decrease ஆகும். So we are putting the minus. Here there is no minus. Why? Because it is a product. When the time was increases, the concentration is also product or concentration is also. We are not putting the minus. So this is a rate of the reaction by reactants, rate of the reaction by the product.